What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got another one from Twilight time, and it is My Cousin Rachel. This is the original, not the remake. So this movie follows Richard Burton, who's a young man who's been keeping in contact with his cousin. They're exchanging letters and whatnot, and his cousin keeps telling him, like, hey, this woman that I married is kind of creepy. I'm worried that, something's going to happen to me because she's, really tormenting me, messing with my head. Pretty soon, he discovers that the guy's dead. So he goes to find out what happened. And while he definitely suspects the wife, who's played by Olivia de Havilland, the evidence suggests that he had a tumor and that, she wasn't involved in it. He's kind of still suspicious, so he shows Rachel the letters, and she kind of puts a mind trick on him, and he somehow just, eats it all, hook, line, and sinker, kind of gives up on it. But then she kind of lures him into this weird relationship. He's interested in somebody else, but there's just this super weird vibe between them. And it's kind of like, is this woman, really what she says, which is just kind of misunderstood, and she was a victim of, the guy's cousin's troubles of his own? Or is she this, like, man-eater who's got her sights set on, the cousin now, since he's come into some money, after the death? So I really like this movie. I think it's a really, they don't really make a lot of gothic romances anymore. And I know when you hear romance, you kind of think of, cheesy stuff. And this movie's definitely melodramatic, but it's definitely not cheesy. It's actually kind of dark. And even though I wouldn't call it definitely not a horror movie, but kind of not a thriller either, but it does have some elements of that. The atmosphere is really, really tense. The movie does a great job of ratcheting up suspense, and honestly, it's kind of a creepy movie between the locale and the visuals. Olivia de Havilland's character, it's just a really suspenseful movie that's a lot more eerie than you'd expect from a movie of this kind. So I think even if you're, obviously I'm not gonna say if you're a horror fan you'll like this one, but if you like kind of suspenseful movies that have some romance threads going through them, or just very atmospheric, beautiful visuals in movies, I would check out My Cousin Rachel. The performances are great. Richard Burton is really good. He's just fantastic. This was his first American role and one of his very first movie roles, but he's really good here, really nails the character. Olivia de Havilland is out of this world here. I thought she did a really great job, and she's one of the reasons that the movie feels so creepy, because she's able to really keep you on edge. She just has a really seductive, charismatic presence here. Her charm really shines through. It's easy to see how she could lure men in the way that she does in the movie. So I think the performances are great. I think the visuals are absolutely fantastic. The music is amazing here. I just had a really good time with the movie. I think if you like kind of romantic mysteries, I guess, but kind of a little bit more eerie than most, I would definitely check out My Cousin Rachel. I thought it was a really well-made, well-acted, everything about the movie I just thought was really great. I had a really good time with it. So the Blu-ray from Twilight time. Normally I don't get too excited about the isolated music tracks, but this movie has absolutely fantastic music. So even if you don't normally listen to it, it's something that is definitely worth a spin here, just because it's such a great score. It's also got the theatrical trailer and a vintage radio show, which is kind of neat if you're interested in that kind of stuff. The transfer itself is beautiful. This movie has amazing visuals, like I said, so I'm really glad that this transfer looks so good. It's got it has a very natural film-like presence. Contrast is spot on, which is crucial here because it's a black and white movie. Black levels are really great. Overall contrast is it's dead on. The movie looks absolutely gorgeous here. I was so thrilled with that. So the disc is definitely worth it, and it is a Twilight time disc, which means it's limited to 3,000 copies, which means it may not sell out overnight, but it's something that if you want it in your collection, it's something to keep in mind that at some point, it is going to sell out, and a lot of the Twilight time stuff ends up being worth quite a bit more on the secondary market. So if you want it, make sure you pick it up before it sells out. That's my review of My Cousin Rachel from Twilight time. If you want to check out my full write-up of it, you can go to my website, if I can talk, my website, markfusion.com. There's also a ton of other classic movie reviews there, as well as other Twilight time releases. You can also go to Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch if you want to see what I'm doing there. You can go to Letterboxd, and I diary everything that I'm watching there. But the best way to help me out is just to hit that sub button. Free, easy, direct way to support me, help me to keep making these videos. And also, watching older videos is a huge help as well. That view count is crucial to get up in the algorithm. YouTube's esoteric way of, corralling us. There's a lot of classic movies and Twilight Time movie reviews in there. No, I don't. As of this video, there's no Twilight reviews, but a lot of Twilight Time reviews. So you can check those out. Thank you so much for watching this video, though, for My Cousin Rachel. And again, this is the original, not the remake. So thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys soon.